Hey yo, fellowship is what up? Welcome to the fellowship hall with the twins and Rev. I am Rev, aka Big M, aka the smartest one in the room. I'm back with my fellas, twin number one Keith and twin number two Ken. Fellas, what it do, baby?
What's up, fellowship? It's your boy Ken. Sorry for our little hiatus this week. Couldn't get our schedule synced last week, but we back and we ready to talk about force.
What's up, fellas? What's up, fellowship? It's your boy Keith, the moderator. You know me. I know you. Let's go ahead and get started. So as Ken said, not Rav, as Ken said, we're reviewing Powerbook 4 Force, Season 1, Episode 7. We missed Episode 6, but that's okay. If something comes up, something comes up. But we're talking about Episode 7. Big Ham, go ahead and kick it off.
Yeah, man, I was entertained by this episode, man. I was really entertained. You know, we finally get some movement and some traction on this new drug,
Dahlia.
Dahlia.
And you know, so everybody got a taste of it, even all of the people that's involved in the coke distribution. Mm-hmm. We got CBI got a taste of it. The Flids got a taste of it. You know, even though she tried to go behind Tubby back with it, that was a problem. I thought it was hilarious.
You said it was a problem?
Yeah.
It was a problem for Tubby, yeah, because he don't want the Flids involved.
Exactly.
You know, the players get involved in, you know, things are going to change. But I thought it was hilarious to see Liliana as a third wheel on the date. I was cracking up on that.
Hey, I gotta say this, man. I'm starting to like Liliana more and more.
Yeah.
I mean, she's Tommy's second in command. I've been trying to say that narrative from the start. You guys keep trying to squash me down, but I mean, she's part of the team. Apparently, she's an equal partner.
But she kind of funny to me though. Like she do stuff to make you laugh.
Comic relief. Yeah. She had some comic relief.
And she looked pretty good when she was introducing that stuff to people at the. She was the
first
one.
She cleaned up, man. She cleaned up nice.
Yeah, she cleaned up nice. All right, go ahead.
So
but ain't no way her clothes fit that skinny doctor though. Like that wasn't believable.
I don't know.
Magic.
You never know.
Yeah, women stretch
like
pants.
Tubby said, man, you'd be amazed at how it fits on different people. Women.
Come on, we podcast TV shows, not fashion styles.
Okay.
So you know the way they get it out, you know, I'm glad they was able to crack the code of where Tubby plan can work.
Wait, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Hold on, let's talk about that. Do you agree with his plan? Like, do you think he should be trying to, you know, step on it to a degree to make it cheaper, or do you think that it's probably better the way they had it in the first place? Now, of course, you got to think about the business side also, but do you think that was the right option for him to try to find a stepped-on version of it?
At first, I didn't. Until, you know, they got to the end, they stepped on it, and they saw the high was still as clean. And I was like, okay, it'll work out. But at first, I thought they should have kept it exclusive and high end and kept it the way it was because everybody get addicted to it. And, you know, cocaine is kind of like that as well. Like, everybody can't afford cocaine. So it's like if you had a high-end drug, you still could be able to get your margins work, you know, off of it by the price you charge.
Yeah.
But, you know, it works both ways. Now you're able to step on it. Now you're able to get a bigger clientele.
Yeah, bigger clientele.
I
think his plan was fine. And it seemed like the biggest thing they were getting rid of it was just the ability for it to glow, right? Because she said that was the biggest thing that was keeping her from being able to make a cheaper version of it. So I don't know if stepped on is the right word. I mean, they probably changed the composition of it a little bit to try to make it more efficient, but I don't think it's necessarily stepped on because they all still seem like they hit that same little boom high that they get from it.
I didn't mean like stepped on, like, you know, as weak as possible. I meant stepped on as not as strong or potent as it once was. So in the drug game lingo, you know, not that we in this drug game, but, you know, we watch enough shows to kind of know that show type lingo. Stepped on to me is not the toppest tier quality anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ralph.
So, you know, we see now that CBI has come in contact with the new drug, and I couldn't really tell if that was what Tommy wanted. It kind of seemed like it was. I couldn't really tell if he wanted CBI to know about it, but you know, he knows that CBI has a nice distribution channel with what they got from the serve, so he knows that. I know he respects Diamond, so I couldn't really tell for sure. Tommy wanted CBI to know about the drug and he'd be able to be a blind distributor to him. I don't know if that's his plan or not. So that's something that we got to try to figure out, which is cool.
See, that brings another level of complexity to the show. That Ken has been saying, nothing's happening, and to his point, it was entertaining for me, so I wasn't at that point. But he was saying nothing was happening a lot. But I think this adds another level of complexity that helps the story a little bit more, because now it's a few more surprises or what might be or whatever that we're kind of looking forward to.
It's added conflict.
And then we see that there's some that JP's son is kind of, at first it seemed like he had some hatred for JP because he been shooting up the club and all that. But then when he saw that Tommy and JP had a relationship, I don't know if he has been able to tell if they're brothers or not.
Mm-hmm.
But we see they have some type of relationship. He's showing a soft spot, and let Tommy know that CBI watching him and he need to be strapped and all that. So that's another little nice element that's been added. So it's some good things been added to the storyline. I was entertained. I feel like it's moving a little bit more than what it has been in the past. In the past couple of episodes, I wasn't even entertained. A couple of episodes, I was locked up with Kid and saying, like nothing's happening. I need something to happen. And this episode, we saw a lot of stuff getting moving. The last day I was disappointed about, and I was like, she's gonna be on Ken's target. I said Angel's gonna be on Ken's target. She came out of nowhere. She got this dude head, and then she went and met with her boss in that newspaper company. I'm like, oh, Kid finna shoot her down now. I know it was disappointing, but I knew it, but I suspected.
We knew something was up,
Too quick, too convenient.
Yeah. So that's all I have, man. I was entertained by it, man. I thought it was an entertaining episode.
Ken.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't watched an episode that wasn't entertaining to me. My point was no progress is being made in the story. And now I guess a little bit of progress is being made. We're kind of unfolding, peeling some layers back from the onion with this whole relationship with JP's son. I forget his name, but JP's son, D-Mac, helping out Tommy, or at least giving Tommy a heads up. Jenard still Jenard, man. That joker is obsessed with Tommy, and them jokers ain't been face to face in two episodes.
He came, man. Kane
is crazy. Yep, it's crazy how he just wants Tommy gone so much, and him and Diamond are constantly butting heads where he wants to expand, and Diamond want to keep it consistent with what they've been doing. Diamond said, "Man, I'm not trying to go back to jail." And
at the same time, Diamond might be
holding him back.
Play it too safe.
He playing it too safe, and that's the thing. Yeah. If you're gonna be in the game, be in the game. If you worried about going back to jail, move on, man. Become a boxing trainer or something like that. Yeah. So that's the thing. So Jenard get on my nerves, but Jenard probably trying to, but Jenard is trying to make a business move, and I think just these young dudes coming in saying, "Hey, I got this and that." I think he was overly excited about their plan. But realistically, if somebody came with some legitimate idea and he wanted to move with it, I kind of understand that. Mm-hmm. We see our boy Reg came back from the Shy.
Yeah,
and, he mentioned coming back to the Shy. And had they ever called his name?
No, IMDb says Blackston. Yeah, so IMDb said Blackston, but I put Reg because that's what I'm still gonna call him.
I'm gonna call him Reg because
Reg was when the Shy was good.
Yeah, Reg and
Brandon
was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so I thought that was cool. Yeah, the whole Liliana relationship with the doctor was okay, I guess. Not really pertinent in my mind, but it's just showing the human side. Even Thomas showing the human side, because like Liliana, like what happens if she can't reproduce it? She knows too much. She'll do it. It's Tommy. Tommy seems like he got a soft spot.
Tommy was human enough for the doctor. You'd be like, "I'll be back." The doctor said that at the end of the episode.
Yeah, Doctor want to live.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, so it was okay episode. I mean, it was a good episode. It kept me entertained. I'm bothered that Claudia went behind Tommy back, and not only did she introduce it to Vic, but she also got to introduce to the CBI. I don't know if CBI was part of her plan or not, but we know for sure that Vic was. And then when she was talking to Thomas, she was just like, I wanted them to know that we got something out there, or that something's out there. It don't necessarily need to be who it is.
She's trying to, sorry, Ken, she's trying to add on to what you're saying. Sorry. She's trying to say, hey, look, I deserve
I
a
can
seat
do
at
it
the
too.
table.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
And
can prove
that's
myself.
not necessarily the right thing to do. If you
And
want
that's a
to
problem.
let your work speak for itself, don't put your work in everybody's face and saying, "Look at me,"
Right.
or
Right.
what
That's
the
what she try to prove something to her daddy.
dude from the wrestling said, Kendrick, acknowledge me.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Acknowledge me. But yeah, so it was a good episode, man. It's we'll see what's gonna happen. The whole Tommy JP relationship, like Rab mentioned, it's interesting to see the storylines develop. So yeah, it was a good episode.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna say too much. Actually, if y'all don't mind, and I don't think
Well, you said enough doing our reactions.
Yeah,
But anyway.
I did. Yeah, well, it's a back and forth, right? Fellowship hall. It's not a go up to the mic and talk. It's a fellowship hall.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all said a lot. Y'all covered it all. I think. I think two things I want to bring up from last week, if y'all okay with it. And fellowship was forgive us for not doing it last week, but we'll just hit these 2 points real quick. So point number one, I feel like that for Claudia to call Tommy when she killed the girl and have Tommy help her dump the body instead of calling Vic her brother, to me was, I would say, slightly unrealistic. Tommy been in town.
I disagree.
Okay,
let
me finish this. No, I hear you. Right. Tommy been in town for 2 weeks at tops, and she knows Vic is a killer. She knows Vic is in this world, but she still called Tommy first. Now, maybe she's trying to keep the Dahlia away from Vic.
She's trying to keep it from the family.
But I think she could have. I think she could have told Vic anything as far as some kind of conflict with this girl, and Vic would have been there to help her get rid of that body. She didn't have to tell him about the drugs.
But the thing I know they love each other. The thing about that, Keith, is this. Okay, I don't think Vic been get rid of any bodies. I think Walter has guys to do that. So to involve Vic means to involve Walter, and she don't want Walter knowing what she was doing.
That's a good point, Ralph. Ken, what you gonna say?
Also, I think the whole thing, Vic, they love each other, they brother and sister, but I don't know if they as close as you think they are. Because remember, Vic still won't tell her that Walter's sick.
But he may be trying to protect her.
He might be trying to protect her, but still, it's family, and if they that close, some things you gotta let each other know that he's still both of them dad. So if he died out of the blue and she never had any suspicion of it, and she wasn't preparing herself for it, it could be a much more severe blow.
Okay, and the last thing from last week that I bring up is the whole JP going to Tommy, finding out about his drug dealing game and then immediately asking to be a part of it. I didn't necessarily care for that. Tommy said no, what you would expect, but at the same time, you still feel like some kind of way he's going to be in it. So I don't think that they have to be in this game together. You know what I mean? Like JP can stay clean or keep his nose clean in a sense, and still be able to get some kind of comeuppance from Tommy, especially with his son, man. Say again?
His back is against the wall, man, so he needs somebody.
See, I guess
he have handouts.
Give him money. He got a club. He can watch the money. He can help with the drug dealer. He saw dollar signs, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think if I, and this is just one person thinking, but I think if my back was against the wall, I would be more willing to take a handout instead of saying, nah, man, I can't get down with that, which is not what he said. He said I can't get down with a handout.
You're a grown man, man. Sometimes you want to earn what you get. You don't want to just have a handout. So I can see.
Listen, if you and Rav were doing some illegal activity and I needed some help, right, and I'm still trying to stay on the up and up, and y'all like, hey,
I just take
some money.
I just take the money.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be like,
give me 25, bro. I don't need to take no penitentiary chances.
Exactly. Nevertheless, I thought it was a good episode. I mentioned about this show. Maybe nothing is happening as much as some of the other shows we watch or we watched in the past, but I still feel like that enough is happening to keep me entertained. I'm still liking Tommy.
They got renewed for season 2.
They honestly making us like, did it? Oh, okay, great. They're honestly making me find different places for different people in the show. So like I said, I'm starting to like Liliana. I'm starting to want her around. I'm starting to enjoy the scenes that she's in because A, she gonna either be funny or B, she gonna either be 100. And then I'm liking Diamond. I don't necessarily like that Diamond is falling so hard for this girl so quick, but I guess you just getting out of jail. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm liking it. I'm starting to like characters. I'm starting to hate characters. It's just
him too.
It's true. She fell for him too.
Maybe.
I think she has because she was saying the story was about.
She kind of pushed back about wanting to do that expose on.
I guess I'm still talking.
Yeah, she pushed back, but then she was like, "I'll do it." So push back, and then
she could have been saying that to make sure nobody else did it to him too, to try to protect him. So it's a lot.
Man,
It's a lot.
2 days, man. It's been
you
2
once
days.
said it's been okay. It's been 2 sessions. Real quick, Claudia. I don't think Claudia should have got anybody to give the drug to Vic. That's one. Ken, Grace, ain't that her name? Grace is gone. Is it Grace, the bartender?
No, her name ain't Grace.
Gloria, Grace, whatever. Gloria gone,
Gloria.
kids. Gloria, okay. Gloria gone, kids. So you should be happy about that.
That was a bright spot.
Yeah, and it seems like that Liliana.
Where was she going to? Was she go? Did I miss something?
Did she take the money? Did she take the money and go?
No sense. It makes no sense, man.
Well,
she pulled a gun out of Vic's pocket to start shooting.
That's it.
And then she all of a sudden, the life is too hard. He had to talk her down and all that stuff. Man, get out of here.
You know what? That's the third point that I wrote down for last week to make sure we talked about. How in the world is they getting shot at and she the one come up firing? Come on, man. Unreal.
But her ex-husband was a military dude, right? He died in the war, so maybe she had some guns.
He was in the military. She wasn't in the military.
But
anyway, fellowshippers.
Out of some self-defense.
Anyway, fellowshippers, make sure you let us know what you thought about our reactions. And if you want to complain about us not being here last week, shout out Raphael Hammer at Twitter and Instagram at HamDog22.
My number 3 got to go.
He out of pocket.
Hold on. All right, you know what time it is. It's time for our favorite segment, and I think I got all 3 this week. It's time for our favorite segment. You know what that is? That's the Gots to Go segment that Big Ham just called out. That's a segment where we individually pick 3 different characters from the show today that Gots to go because A, there are in complete opposition of our criminal protagonists. I feel like we ain't said criminal protagonists in a while, but our criminal protagonists, and B, which I don't necessarily agree with, the guys somehow came up with this.
It don't matter if you agree with it or not. It's partly.
It just started happening, man.
Yeah,
it just started happening. Exactly, it just started happening and said, or they just don't like them. They just don't like them. So anyway, I'm gonna kick it off and let you know my number 3 Gots to go. My number 3 Gots to go is a staple on this list, but he's lower this week. My number 3 Gots to go is Walter Flynn. And it's because he's still being Walter Flynn. Like, I'm almost wondering if he's starting to get a soft spot for Vic and this Gloria thing. Because, it seemed like when Vic left, he felt bad. Nope, it seemed like he felt bad, which was uncharacteristic to me. Nevertheless, the reason why he's on there is because of all the same old he's doing. He's saying Vic can handle himself and Claudia can't, which Claudia has, honestly, she's been handling herself. She's been making bad decisions, putting herself in bad situations, but she's been handling it. She been getting time to help her. She
never got a drop on that dude, man. She should have never got the drop on that dude. She had a little
knife in her pocket.
Man, no.
Dude should have never got the drop on her, honestly. That's my opinion. But it's Walter. Now, I'll give you something. Last week, when he went in there and shot up them Serbs because they feel like that's who shot at Vic, I was like, okay, I don't like Walter, but that's exactly what he should have did. My number 3 Gots to go.
Man killed 3 armed dudes before any of them can get their gun.
They weren't armed, don't they?
Yeah, they didn't look like they were armed.
The last dude was trying to pull out his gun, right?
Nobody trying to pull out anything. They were eating.
Shot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were eating. Yeah. So my number 3 Gots to go, Walter Flynn. Ken, go ahead with your number 3.
My number 3 Gots to go is gonna be a new addition to the list. It's a surprise. Big Ham already had some foreshadowing in it, but I'm gonna go left on him. My number 3 Gots to go.
Go left
is Diamond.
Hey,
Diamond, man.
You crazy?
Obviously, this lady just came out of nowhere, but she already got this joker nose wide open, man. He taking her to the barber shop. I don't know, man. And I know Keith and Big Ham kind of agree. Oh, you just out of jail, first time you get a little. I don't care, man. He's supposed to be a hardened gangster criminal. He's supposed to understand business is business. Keep this stuff separate. Man. All right, well, he been out more than a day or 2. But either way, I got Diamond on the list because he didn't fail too hard for this lady. Yeah, she a snake, but that's the thing. She can be a snake, but he the one letting her get in too close without vetting her out, man. He's not being smart. Diamond, number 3 this week. Sorry.
Hey, Ken firing shots. He's braver than me. He's braver than me. Big Ham, let's not even dwell on it. Go ahead with your number 3.
Well, I thought me and Kid was gonna be locked up with our number 3. My number 3 is Adrian.
No doubt. No doubt.
You know, just the fact that she came in with ulterior motives, man.
She did.
She
But somebody got to let her in. Somebody got to let her in, though.
Right. This dude, man, he here living his life. You know, he got pulled back in. He was trying to be right. And he trying to stay safe. He trying to be cool. And she coming in trying to put the handcuffs on him. And not to do the session, well, she trying to put him in jail.
That wasn't her goal initially, right? She was trying to expose the system that holds down the young black man. She just said it at the end of the show. She was trying to expose the system.
She had to know something like she had to know it had something to do with him because he's the target. So my number 3 got to go with Adrian, man. It's just foul on her part, man.
All right, snake it back.
My number 2 got to go is Kane / Jenard, man. This dude irritated me like, bruh, why are you so obsessed with Tommy, man?
Obsessed.
Y'all the BHR thing, y'all supposedly have split part. CBI separate from Tommy organization. You got your whole thing you running. You trying to open up this pipeline to Gary. You done went and did that, even though Diamond is like, bro, I don't know, it's not safe. And Diamond has a point, man, because first of all, these little young dudes,
they don't know the game.
I would trust them little kids, man. That just sound like somebody finna go to jail. Somebody finna get caught. You see this little young dude that pulled out a gun dead in the middle of downtown Chicago.
Didn't care.
Yeah. Didn't care, man. So on top of you be thinking he locks up with Diamond, then he always doing something contrary. Exactly. Always doing something against Diamond. First they cool, then here he come with every episode, he coming with some kind of point of disconnect between them. Yep. And then, you know, he brought up that drug where Diamond was like, I don't know nothing about it. I need to know something about it. But I don't know if Diamond took a hit of it.
We got to have this.
He didn't hit it.
Change the game.
He didn't hit it.
Right. No, but, you know, it's always so he always brings some point of contention between them. And then it always come back to this dude, Tubby. You know, you follow Tubby. Why, bro? My number 2 got to go, Jenard and his ear.
2. Listen, calm down.
Cauliflower.
2 episodes ago, this Joker saved Tommy life.
I think he saved Liliana, man. I think he's trying to save
Liliana.
Tommy was a side effect. Ken, go ahead with your number 2, man.
Number 2 got to go is Claudia Flynn, man.
Huh?
Claudia trying to do too much, man. She gonna mess around and mess the whole thing up. Now she alerting the Flynn family, trying to show that she can wear big boy pants. She can sit at the men's table. You know what I mean? She deserves a seat at the table.
Ego.
Yeah, it's her ego, and she too busy trying to prove herself, and she doing things on her own. That's all it's gonna do is bring more competition on them. So Claudia, she doing too much, man. She gotta go.
Can you hitting it today, man? I gotta give it to you. My number 2.
Ken hits it every day.
See, contemplating what I need to edit that out. My number 2 is Adrian, man, and it's for the reasons y'all said. She got Diamond nose open, which I'm gonna give him a pass. But
no pass, man. It ain't no pass, man. You a kingpin, right?
He was a kingpin.
You still think he is? He's still number 2 or 3.
Dude have been incarcerated with dudes for 15 years, man.
Exactly, man.
And people always talk about what type of mental beatdown that prison does to people. I can't follow him for the first woman coming out, the first bit of talkers he had in a while, him falling in love, him falling quick for it. I can't follow that.
But again, the thing about it is, Ken, hold on, Ken. The thing about it is, I can't fault Diamond for falling right now. You know, hopefully he'll come to his senses once he sees what's going on. But she stalked, she researched him. She went to his diner or whatever and sat at his booth. You know, she's the one that's following him. She's showing up at his house or whatever.
Another booth. The diner was empty. The diner was empty. She could have sat in another booth. He could have sat in another booth.
Yeah, but he could have.
He be with a woman.
Exactly. So he took his opportunity. He took his opportunity.
He got an ear rolls. He gonna take it.
Yeah, you see that door. You see that opportunity. You gotta knock.
You gonna walk through that door, bro.
But do you? It's immediately got to be a relationship where you bring her to your crime home base.
It's a barbershop, man.
And at
not a crack house.
And the basement is where they had their drugs and stuff. And where
they didn't go to the basement. Did they go to the basement? Did I miss it? Did they go to the basement?
Is it attached to the basement? Is it a possibility for them to be there?
Come on, Kenny. You acting.
Y'all can protect Diamond all you want, man. Joker made a mistake. Now I'm the only one real enough to say it. Diamond made a mistake.
Man, go ahead. You just not in tune with your lower member. Me and keep in tune with our lower member. We know that our lower member get talking.
Let's
turn yours off.
Let's really back into the fellowship.
This joke going off on the deep end.
No, that's you, man. Acting like you so hard. You just.
I'm
so
not saying I'm hard. I'm saying Diamond's supposed to be hard.
No, man. Fire woman that I'm attracted to won't be. No, I ain't gonna talk to her if I've been single 15 years.
Oh, I didn't say he couldn't talk to her. I said he's already fell in love with this woman.
You don't know what you would do with this situation.
Kendra, you only mad at Diamond for falling in love or falling for this woman because we know that she has ulterior motives. Diamond doesn't know that. Diamond didn't know that at the start.
That's the thing. He don't know.
We know things that the characters
going too quick. He going too quick. He don't know.
My number one.
How is he supposed to know?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know. So you're looking at stuff that we know as the viewers.
Y'all got the lady on the list. Y'all got the woman on the list.
She's the one that's wrong.
She's the one with the ulterior motives.
But she couldn't do anything if he didn't let her in. So don't be too hard. Don't try to be too hard. Well, be hard on me if you want, because you always are. But I'm just saying, man, Diamond still made a mistake. If he let her in, he's still part of the problem. That's why Diamond on the list.
He's making a mistake for trying to date.
He's making a mistake because he's going too far. He's going too fast.
He's
going too fast.
Yeah, I disagree with you, Ken. My number one got to go. Okay,
Disagree.
Okay, my number one got to go is your boy Jenard. I guess it's a good thing I went first with Walter because everybody else has been repeats for me. But Jenard, and it's for the reasons you guys said. Jenard is crazy. Jenard is like he know what he want to do. He put me in the mind of like early Tommy. Tommy always wanted to be this drug dealer. Jenard didn't always want to be one, but now that he is one, he want to be the best at what he does. Or at least, he want to be on top. He jealous of his brother. He jealous of Tommy. It's just too much, man, and that's gonna make him do stupid stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. When he went and talked to the cousin, I thought he was pretty in control. He played his part like you would expect him to do at all times. But we clearly know that that's not him always. He's this guy that gets amped up. So he was amped up in the basement with Liliana. He was amped up when he was talking to the guys about Tommy. He got amped up when Elijah got shot. Like, he's not in control of his emotions, man. So much so that he's jealous of his own brother, right? That gave him the keys to the kingdom. He's jealous of his own brother, and now he's going to start making moves that put everybody in jeopardy. It's Jenard, man. He's my number one.
Well, he managed the kingdom, though, for 15 years, so it ain't like he just got it and Diamond got out a day later. He was in charge for 15 years, so he does have some right, and it's kind of wrong for Diamond to think he can just immediately come in and take back over, or at least not be an equal partnership. But they both saying what they want to say. So
agreed.
I hear you, and with that, I'll go ahead and get my number one.
Wait, but it's jealousy though, Ken. Like, he was jealous that Tommy was coming in. That was the reason why Jenard started acting all crazy, because Diamond was letting Tommy come in, and he was, I guess, intertwining into their CBI thing, and he was thinking it was more so his anyway.
Tommy gone now. He's still mad about it. He's still thinking about Tommy.
Because he's holding on to grudges now. He can't let that go. He's obsessed now. Go ahead with your number two.
My number one got to go.
Oh, number one, sorry.
Is Jenard, for all the same reason we've been saying, man. Jenard is still jealous of Tommy, who ain't even in the picture. Like I said, man, them jokers ain't been in the same episode, same scene together in at least 2 episodes, and he's still pining over Tommy, keep continuing to send people after Tommy. It makes no sense. One thing that bothered me also is, remember, this Elijah dude seemed like he may have been number 3 in command, or at least he was Jenard's number 2. And as soon as he died, they introduced, Red's character, who all of a sudden he, his ace coon or whatever.
I think, but I think Red was out of town, right? Red was out of town, so it was just Jenard and Elijah while Diamond was gone. So Diamond got out of jail, and then they all got back together. Elijah died, which just so happens, but I don't think it had anything to do with Red. And then when Red come back in town, he probably is from the old gang or whatever with Diamond, and that's why he's coming back into the fray.
But still seems like Jenard right hand man, not both of them right hand man.
That's also a good point.
Yeah, but okay, but it's Jenard for all, for the same reason. Jenard stay on the list, man, because that Joker is petty and he just won't Tommy dead for no reason.
That's right. Big Ham, finish it off.
My number one got to go is the Flynn family.
The whole family?
There's Walter, there's Vic, there's Claudia. There's all of them together. Because they're adding an element of mess to this thing that we have with Tommy. They got their own mess going on, right? Between the little thing they got going on. With Claudia trying to prove to Vic, trying to prove to Walter. Claudia. And it ain't even about that. What it's about right now is us getting this business off the ground and doing our thing. And she was so concerned with trying to prove her point to her family that she went behind the back and messed up the trust of the organization. At some point in time, Tommy gonna have to clean her up. And then in the process of him having to clean her up, he gonna have to clean up Vic, he gonna have to clean up Walter. He already clicked up two of the Flynn people that was watching her.
Bodyguard, yeah.
So she's created problems with her trying to prove to her family that she has something going on and she can do this. When, all right, forget about that. Let's just go ahead and make your money. Go ahead and stamp your imprint on this game with the new drug that you have and do your thing.
Yeah, biggest revenge is success.
Right. And but she's still trying to get them involved. She tried to get Vic involved. And when Vic, Vic over here moping about his girl that left him. You know what I'm saying? And she tried to get him involved in this when Tommy don't trust him and Tommy don't want him involved. Tommy don't want the Flynn's involved outside of her. So, I think all that then, when it come down, the push come to shove, family gonna choose family. Mm-hmm. And so that's gonna be a problem in the end. So my number one guys to go is the Flynn family, Claudia, Vic, and Walter.
I would be okay with the Flynn duo, Walter and Claudia, but Vic is the only one in this whole season show of the Flynn's in a way that's doing nothing. That's doing everything right.
That's true. But
Vic, hold on. Vic didn't try to fire off at Tommy for taking his girl. He said business is business, right?
He did.
Vic shouldn't be on your list.
The only thing is when Vic that got high on this drug, he's gonna be putting his nose into the business where it doesn't belong.
Who fault is it?
It's Claudia's
fault. I'm saying Vic is still innocent right now. We haven't saw him do nothing in the future, so we can't say we can't put him on the list for what we think he gonna do. Vic
it's Claudia's fault that Jenard that the CBI guys know about.
Exactly.
You make a good point. So
I make great points.
You make a good point. So is when I say Flynn family, it's heavily Claudia and heavily Walter.
I'm just contemplating how the picture gonna show up with your Flynn family for 30 seconds and then later.
That's your Claudia. That's your Claudia.
Confusingly.
Oh.
All right, fellas. So make sure you let us know what you thought about our Gots to Go list, and also give us your Gots to Go list. I feel like we had a lot more this time, Ken. So that's one thing that you talked about earlier. We usually have the same Gots to Go list every week, and the same three between us almost. But this week, I think we went a little different. Well, I think you came out of left field with Diamond, but it is what it is, and it's your right.
I think Big Ham came out of left field with one of the comments he made, but we'll see.
All right, Big Ham, go ahead and close it out.
Hey man, thanks for coming to what used to be the Fellowship Hall with the Twins around.
What is it now?
What is it now?
A room full of chaos and pettiness,
aka a Fellowship Hall.
Let's go to Fellowship Hall with Twins around as we review Power Book Force, episode 7. Continue to rock in with us. Continue to like, subscribe, and follow us here at the YouTube page. You can also lock in with us at the Facebook page, the Fellowship Hall. You can follow me on social media, Facebook at Raphael Hammond, and on Instagram and Twitter at Hamdog22. And until we see y'all next time. Oh, before I say that, fellowshippers, I believe Force got the best intro out of all the powers. I think it knocked the main one off the top, man.
Incorrect.
Coming with their Mustang ride through, with their money, power, and powder song. I think it's number one now, man. I think it's number one. But we can debate that later. Until next time, y'all be blessed.
You're wrong. Be blessed.